go. Let's pull for Cherry Blossom. I'm just gonna be pulling for just just one of them for now, right? Because like I said, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different this time around. I'm just gonna be pulling one Cherry Blossom and doing a maxed out review of a 0-star Cherry Blossom, and then I'll be maxing her out and doing a 5-star review, and then I'll be like comparing. So I think it's, I know a lot of players have commented below that saying, hey, if you're gonna do a review, it's gonna be better for you to do a review of 0 stars to show the players. And right away. I love the music. That music was really nice. Wouldn't you guys say? The animation as well as the music really fit the vibe. Well, without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. We do have a 0-star Cherry Blossom. Okay, of course, I just want to let you guys know that the stats of this cookie is going to differ compared to how you guys have it, because of the fact that I have the new bonds, or I have a maxed out bonds, as well as some of the technologies and things like that. So just keep that in mind when you guys do say, hey, mine is only 100,000, but why is yours 200,000? The reason why is because bonds, technologies, as well as the topping as well, right? So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go and level her up real quick to level 60. And then let's get her skill. So skill real quick is super quick. Single hit damage. There's only one thing, guys, one line, and that is single hit damage increases. Let's see how much it increases from 48.3%. All right, so let's go and see that. And it is going to be from 48 to 84.5%. It says and increases the attack of all allies. The bonus value would depend on the number of enemies hit with the skill, but I don't see anything regarding that. So I don't know how they're gonna determine that. Before I get any further, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys do look at the Korean language right now, I switched it. Somebody told me that if I switch it to Korean language, then they will have all the extra stuff. All right, so I will be telling you guys all the stuff in Korean first before I go on with the review again. You know that if she does target a non-cookie enemy, then she'll be doing an extra 10%. So instead of 84.5%, it'll be 94.5%. And then if the enemy that you are hitting is going to get targeted more than 3 times, then the damage is actually going to be decreased by 20%. And then it says it could be decreased all the way up to 80%. And then it says for 12 seconds, this is for the attack increase, 2.5%. It's a straight up 2.5%. So in the arena, the maximum you can get increase is 5, so 12.5%. But it is a 17-second cooldown, guys, so it is a pretty decently long cooldown. That is the same as, I believe, Sea Fairy. Sea Fairy has a 17-second cooldown, so there is that. So with her, I believe she's probably just going to be using a good mixture of cooldown and Syrian Raspberry. Okay, so I have 3 of the Syrian Raspberry, 2 Swift Chocolate, making it about 12.9% cooldown and 24.5% damage resist. Of course, you don't need to go with this. It's just what I wanted to try out with the 17-second cooldown. So first of all, let's just go into the world exploration now and see how that is going to be, right? She is the back rear ambush, so she is going to be in the way back compared to all the other cookies. There you go. Let's go. Let's see how good she's going to be. All right. So you can see that she is going to be hitting that, with her little Cherry Blossom. So 65,000 damage with the crit, and without a crit it's about 30,000, and that's a pretty good decent 34,000 without a crit. And then here we go. Very simple. There is that attack up right there. You can see that attack up. So because of the fact that she did hit 3 enemies, she did increase that attack. But I don't know why Death Sisters didn't add the add the percentage. It's hard to see what kind of percentage it is. You know, right? So here we go. So increase attack by 5 right there because of the fact that, you know, or 4, because we hit 4 different enemies. But once again, we don't know the percentage. But she definitely does deal a lot of damage. And now I'm just gonna put in pure vanilla here, and then we're just gonna go and do this right. See how strong she is. I don't know if she's gonna be a skip or a you know, whether you should be pulling for her, but like I just really wish that Dev Sisters will add the stats, add the percentage, right? Just so that we exactly know, hey, this is how much percentage she is increasing. That is a ton of damage though. Look at that. That's 300,000 damage just now. Just from one skill, that was 300,000 damage. That is a ton of damage though. That is for sure. Let's look at it again. Because it explodes several times, 390,000 damage. And I feel like she's going to be really, really good inside of the, you know, inside of the world exploration at least. Not too sure about the arena as of now, but definitely in the world exploration, she is going to help out, especially for a lot of the new players right now going to start a new account in the Dark Cacao server. Because she seems like she does a good amount of damage, and she does increase, you know, your cookie's attacks. So that is probably going to be a good thing for a lot of the new players. Okay, so here we go. I am going to be switching out this team here, and then we'll be using, let's see, Dark Cacao, of course. We're going to be using the same with Herb and Pomegranate. Yep. And then we'll put in a Claire. And then we'll put in a Cherry Blossom. So it'll be pretty much the same team that we have going on with the other team, except instead of the Caramel Arrow, we just put in Cherry Blossom now. And then we'll just have to see how well they perform with this. Okay, so this is gonna be the Caramel Arrow as well as Dark Cacao. So let's just see how this kind of team stands up against this team. I didn't even realize it was a Master 1. It's a Madeline instead. Whoops. So there is that extra attack up. So that means that, dude, the Pomegranate as well as Cherry Blossom's attack up, that means the heal is also going to increase, right? So, but I mean, the burst damage from that team is just too strong too. Damage rise 700,000. Maybe just going with full Syrian Raspberry might just be better. This team has cotton instead, and a feather right there. So we'll try going against and we'll put in a feather here too instead. Okay, they do have, right? Frost Queen did die right there, and you guys saw that little you know, the shining right there. You see how they glow orange? That's the effect that they have about, you know, being able to withstand interrupting effects. Man, but the burst damage from the other team is definitely a lot stronger. But oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Now that was a lot more damage this time around, right? Now it's probably because the feather popped for our Cherry Blossom. I think if you do use her correctly, she might be pretty good. She might be really, really good, depending on how you use her. And we'll just try it out. Yeah, you guys always have to realize too that she is a 0-star too right now. Yeah, she is a 0-star. So if I do get her up to a, you know, 5-star later on, then she probably is going to perform a lot better. But maybe having a synergy with another burst cookie might be really, really good too here. But it seems like we're going to win this one. Yep, we're going to win this one. Nice. Here we go. That was a Madeline team right there. Madeline Caramel Arrow, and doing about oh, you guys can't see, but she did about 1 million, 1.6 million. So she not only does damage, but she does increase the attack percentage of your cookies, which I just don't know what that percentage is. Like I've been saying so many times, it's just I don't know why they didn't add that percentage. Because that means, you know, you're just average at least you're gonna get 5 stacks on that, right? Because there's 5 different enemies inside of the arena. So she definitely is gonna be increasing the attack of your cookies a decent amount. Right? And there you go. 1 million damage this time around. I know you guys can't see, but here you go. 1 million damage. Last thing that you guys really want to see is using her inside of this, but you can stack. Yeah, you can stack it. You can stack the cherry blossom buff and mangoes buff together. Yeah, that is possible. Dude, see that though? See that damage reflection? It just instantly kills her. So definitely not going to be worth it in the guild boss battle, guys. This is why I told you guys probably not going to be for guild boss battle, because look, she just exploded just because of the damage reflection. Did you see that? She just went, and then she just, boom, 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 boom. Her HP just was gone. But as of now, just a first impression with 0-star promotion, and you know, just looking at her and looking at her skill now with the Korean translation or the Korean language, you know, Korean text, I would say she is, as of now, I would say I'll give her a rating of, for PvE rating, I'll give her like a good, like a, you know, good S tier, I would say. For anyone who needs a burst damage, and on top of that, you're just getting a, you know, good amount of, like, you know, extra buff, she's gonna be good for PvE, right? But I would say for PvP as of now, just because of, you know, of this right here, every third attack on the same enemy, she's gonna deal 20% less damage. Okay, so that means that, and that can be also increase all the way up to 80%. Okay, so just because of that, I feel like she's just not gonna be like a crazy good PvP cookie, right? It is a nerf, unless I'm reading it incorrectly and I'm interpreting it incorrectly. That's what it says. So she's good for PvE, I would say, as of now. Of course, you know, there can be changes, and you know, people might be able to find out a good you know, good combination within the arena for her, but as of now, probably just for a PvE. And I would say I honestly would recommend people to pull for her, at least if you guys are starting off in a new server. She is not going to be bad, because she is going to carry you throughout the world exploration, especially if you don't want to do the massive re-rolling, right? So that's what I would give it for now as a first impression.